from the Temple of Isis in Egypt. Archaeologists working in the Temple of Isis use the most modern digital recording techniques. They want to study ancient graffiti as much as possible and understand why it resembles modern graffiti so much. Paper and pencil. This is what one of the most important tools used in archaeological excavations used to look like. Before the dissemination of photography, the finds were laboriously redrawn on cards. Later, they could be carefully photographed from all sides. And photos, just like drawings, can be taken with you to the lecture hall, printed in a scientific work or shown to other researchers. The buildings of ancient Egypt were built by those who had power and wealth, says Headley. Graffiti, on the other hand, is a record of the opinions and activities of all other people. The buildings are therefore like a notebook for generations from different cultures that have lived in their vicinity for 2,000 years. In this case, scientists work in the Temple of Isis from Philly. This is an island in the Nile where the cult of the fertility goddess Isis developed in ancient times. In the 4th century BC, Nectanebo I, king of the 30th dynasty, ordered a temple dedicated to Isis to be erected on Philly. It was expanded when Egypt was under Greek and Roman control. The followers of Isis used it as late as the 6th century AD. The graffiti from the temple is easy to miss. They are found on columns and walls and are often only a millimeter thick. That is why it is so important to restore and preserve them using the most modern methods. Archaeologists use from photogrammetry. This technique makes it possible to make very precise 3D scans of a given object based on its photograph. Thus, the object, or a given place or part of the area, is transferred to the computer in 3 dimensions with all the details. Its further examination is possible in front of the screen. To obtain the most accurate information about the shapes of objects, scientists also use laser scanning and special lighting techniques that extract the texture of various surfaces. As a result, they can recreate the given place in 3D with the greatest possible accuracy. I record reality in 3 dimensions, which is as many as it exists, says Headley. In the case of the Temple of Isis, which has hundreds, if not thousands, of graffiti, precision is paramount. Thanks to it, nothing will escape the researchers. In addition, they will be able to look at the temple in a completely new way. According to Sabrina Higgins, archaeologist at SFU, traditional photography and 2-dimensional plans do not allow us to see an archaeological site as a dynamic, multi-layered and transformable space. The techniques we use on this project will completely change the way you study both the graffiti and the temple, says Higgins. As part of the project, the temple will be recreated both inside and outside. Thanks to 3D visualizations, scientists will be able to look at it from virtually any point without losing any details.